stand to do so, and it's my pleasure to introduce Richard Vernon, who's going to sing our national anthem today.
It's an honor to be here today. I want to thank my friends from the Golden Age Center with today. I thank H Strong Commission for allowing me to be here. I'm just overwhelmed. This is awesome. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Wow, that was really nice. Thank you, Richard. So, hello everybody again. Welcome to Mayor Walsh's Senior First Night event. Yes, what fun. My name is Emily Shea, and I'm the Commissioner for Boston's Age Strong Commission. You might notice that we have a new name this year, the Age Strong Commission, because that's what all of us are doing out there in the city, right? Aging strong? That's right. So, we all know that events like this can't happen without our sponsors. And so before we get started, I'd like to have our Platinum Balloon sponsor, Walgreens, say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Tiffany Barkey. She's the Healthcare Supervisor for Walgreens.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. I'd like to, first of all, I want to thank everyone here for coming and bringing their holiday cheer and their New Year's excitement. It's very exciting to be here with all of you today celebrating. And thank you to Mayor Marty Walsh for being here as well. My name's Tiffany, and I'm a pharmacist at Walgreens, and I am here to tell you about how Walgreens takes pride in supporting our communities in many ways, just like you saw in that commercial a few minutes ago. Today we're here to have some fun, to make some new friends, and to celebrate a new decade that's coming in a couple days. We're also here with pharmacists and students around the room who are here to help you learn about your blood pressure and keep you healthy and understand your own health. Walgreens' mission is to be the most loved pharmacy-led health and well-being beauty retailer. We want you to know that your local Walgreens has caring pharmacists that are not just there to help you fill your medications and understand them, but they're there for so much more. Our pharmacists and their amazing teams can help make sure that you've gotten all your immunizations that you need to protect you from disease and work with you to help you make the right lifestyle choices for you to be the best you every day. Please talk to any of our trusted Walgreens pharmacists and team members in the room today if you have any questions, and we can answer them for you. Again, thank you so much for bringing your New Year's excitement and bringing in 2020 and allowing us to be here with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tiffany. And I'm so happy that we all get to be here together to celebrate on this fabulous celebration 2020. When I just heard Tiffany say that, I'm not used to it yet. 2020, it's really exciting. And so I want to thank everybody who helped make today happen. Thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers. You're all out there in the volunteer t-shirts. Over 200 people signed up to volunteer for this event, so thanks to the volunteers. Thank you to my team at the Age Strong Commission. There's a lot of work that goes into making an event like this smooth, and they do an incredible job, so thanks to the Age Strong Commission. And thank you also to our other incredible event sponsors, our presenting sponsor, the Seaport World Trade Center, our transportation sponsor, Boston Public Schools, and all of our other wonderful sponsors. You'll see some of their information on your tables out there, and you'll see their names on the screens. So thank you to everybody. Now, let's get this party started. That's right, it's my pleasure to introduce our Chief of Health and Human Services, Marty Martinez.
So are we ready to start the party? Come on now, are we ready to start the party? There we go. Let me wish you a happy new year, and I hope you had a great year last year in 2019 as we head into 2020. I'm excited to be here with all of you. I want to not only thank the volunteers again, thank our sponsors, but I also want to thank all of you, our seniors who every day are in the community working hard on issues, making sure that we do right by all Bostonians. So from me to you, thank you and Happy New Year. Thank you so much for what you continue to do for us. I hope that you had a really great 2019. Some of you I've seen multiple times throughout the year. You know what? And I thought I'd share this with you. Last year in 2019, I had a great year. I got married in 2019. So for some of you that I see at anniversary events and who tell me they've been together for 50 years, I've been together for 3 months. So far so good, but I'm excited. So I hope you had a great year like I did, and I want to wish you a great new year to come and a safe, happy holiday in 2020. None of this would be possible, none of the work we do together on behalf of the Age Strong Commission and with our seniors would be possible without the great leadership of our great mayor. Help me welcome in Marty J. Walsh.
Thank you, Marty. And thank you to my student section over here to the left. Thank you, appreciate that. Let me, first of all, I just think everyone seems awful quiet today. So you ladies and gentlemen must have been on some type of party for the last 3 weeks. So everyone's quiet, but you're gonna be dancing a while. I want to just first of all wish everyone a very happy new year. I hope your holidays are great. As Emily and Marty both said, we're going to be bringing in 2020. It's amazing. We were at the office a few minutes ago talking about the State of the City speech, and we're talking about this decade, what happened this decade. And when you think about what's happened in this last 2 decades since the 21st century came, it's really been amazing. We had the attacks on 9/11. We had a lot of Americans lost their life. We had we had the drop in the economy. We had the worst recession in the history of the country in the 2000s. We had President Obama elected president. We broke ground. The first black president. We've won all kinds of championships. The Celtics, the Bruins, the Patriots, the Red Sox all won championships. Red Sox and the Patriots have won multiple. In the last century, the Yankees, in the first 20 years, I think the Yankees won about 16 World Championships. The Red Sox had 1, and we have 3 in this century, and the Yankees have none. So that's a good one. Sorry for all you Yankee fans out there. It's really been amazing in the last 20 years, this city and this country, what's happened, and I'm looking forward to 2021. I want to thank all of you. I want to take a minute just to thank the people that are here today. First of all, I want to thank Chief Marty Martinez, who has done an amazing job of running Health and Human Services. Age Strong falls under his cabinet, but all of the health care and the addiction, all the things that we're working on every day, I want to thank Marty for that. I want to thank Emily Shea. How about a nice round of applause for Emily? And And I want to thank the members of the Age Strong Commission. I don't think there are any more dedicated people that work on behalf of the city of Boston with the residents of our city, their Age Strong Commission. They care about you. They care about the people that are in their home that couldn't make it today, and I want to thank Age Strong for all their great work. I want to thank Jim Comedy. I'm going to talk about him in a minute. Jim Comedy is basically the person, the general manager that runs the Seaport Hotel, and he's been letting us have this event every year. Thank you, Jim and Seaport, for hosting us today. I want to thank the sponsors. Without the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do this. I want to thank all the sponsors, Walgreens and all the other sponsors. Thank you so much for your great work as well, for the great work you do. And as they go on the stage, you'll see coming up on the screen who's helping us. I want to thank all the volunteers. How about a round of applause for all the volunteers? We have our Boston Police Department, our community service offices from all over the city, and we also have our students from the Boston Public Schools and other schools, so thank you, students. Thank you, young people. The people on the stage with me, I want to thank them as well. We have Chief Kenny Green from the MBTA Police. He's always here with us. Thank you, Chief Green. We have Commissioner William Gross from the Boston Police Department. We have Commissioner Joe Fenn from the Boston Fire Department. We have the councilor whose district this is. He's been here with us several times, and he's letting us in here again today. City Councilor Eddie Flynn, who represents South Boston and South End. And we're also joined by a city councilor who has never missed this event. No matter what's going on in his life, he is always here. He understands and respects the seniors of our city, and that's City Councilor Michael Flaherty. And most importantly, I want to thank all the seniors for joining us today. You know, 2019 was a big year for the city, especially for the Age Strong Commission. We did an evaluation. We used to be known as the Elderly Commission. You knew that, and we went and we looked at it, and a lot of you helped us with it. And we wanted to rebrand the office to reflect our goals in working to make sure that you live in the best city you can possibly live in for all of you here today. We launched the Age Strong campaign to defy stereotypes of aging in Boston. We also continue this work with age-friendly cities through historic investments in our schools, libraries, and more. And we want to thank you for everything you do, because it's so important what we do. When you think about the different departments in our city, what we have in our city, making sure that we reflect every single community in our city of Boston. So thank you for that. This is a time of year that we all reflect on the past to look forward. And I just want to say I'm grateful to all of you for making Boston the greatest city in the world. I know I can speak on behalf of everyone with me, particularly City Councilor Michael Flaherty and Eddie Flynn. We're grateful for your support to put us in a role that's responsible to make sure that we continue to move our city forward. So I want to thank each and every one of you for all of that, because we do live in the greatest city in the world, Boston, Massachusetts. Now, before we do the countdown, there's one special presentation I want to make. As I was sitting on the stage here today, I was looking around this building, and in 1986, when this was an abandoned, basically, building, it was my first job I ever worked on in construction. And it was the first place I worked, and I was looking at these columns, and I remember using a chipping gun to clean out the columns. And I didn't realize that many, many years later I'd be coming back here as the mayor of the city of Boston. And I didn't realize I'd be coming back to this hall for first night for our older Bostonians. And for the last 6 years I've had the pleasure of being here. And today we have about almost 2,500 people all together here for the celebration. And the Seaport Hotel has been such an important part of this for us, to help us have this event, because there's not many places in Boston that are this big and this beautiful. And I come here for special events. The couple events that I come here every year for is the Mass Fallen Heroes Memorial Award. So we raise money for the Mass Fallen Heroes, those men and women who lost their life in Afghanistan and Iraq. And Massachusetts created the Fallen Heroes Memorial for them. I come here for the priest dinner. The Catholic Church has a dinner here every year to raise money for the retired priests in the Archdiocese of Boston. And I come here for first night, these three events. And Jim Carmody, who's the general manager of the Seaport Hotel, has worked with us every year to make this happen. Next year, we will not be here because this building is going to be renovated. And so we're going to find a place, but I want to just thank Jim and his team for always being here with us, always opening your arms to us, always making sure that we're able to call in first night and bring in the new year, particularly with the men and women who built our city, the seniors in this room, you built our city. And I want to present Jim with a recognition on behalf of all of us here today from the 8 Strong Commission. Presented to the Seaport World Trade Center. Thank you for counting down the past 24 years with us. And we gave him a clock so he can always think of us whenever he looks at his wall.
You know, I have a terrific position here where I get all the credit when things go right. But there are about 100 people here amongst you and behind those curtains that make this happen every year. They work very hard. So I also want to give them a little round of applause for all they do. This has been a terrific pleasure for us. I appreciate this recognition. I love your new name, 8 Strong. Happy New Year, everybody.
I also want to give a shout out to Richard Vernon, who sang today. How about a nice round of applause? Come on, you can do better than that. All right, are we ready? We ready? Oh, we're going to start a countdown in a few minutes. Now, all you have to tell you is the commissioner wants you to go home early tonight. Don't be hanging on the street corners. Don't be causing havoc in the neighborhoods. We'll all be calling calls to your neighborhoods. You get that man up here? Roxbury? Dorchester, Hyde Park, West Roxbury, Jamaica Plain, Charlestown, Rosendale, East Boston, Brighton. What am I missing? Southie. How did I forget Southie? We're in Southie. Mission Hill, North End. Did I say Dorchester? Oh, I just want to make sure I didn't forget Dorchester. All right, we're going to do a countdown. Come on up here, guys and ladies. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Forgot and never brought to mind.